hello. Thank you for joining me today, and I hope you're enjoying LAN so far.
Yeah, thoroughly. It's been a great time.
And I just wanted to speak to you about your experiences as sort of more of a manager, leader side of it rather than the player side of it, which we get to hear a lot. So just wanted to ask you, what has the Student Champs been like from your perspective?
Hectic. Lots of fun. Very hectic. We had 8 teams in this year. Lots of players dropping in and out of teams who are trying to join things. So it was a matter of ensuring every team was getting truly what they deserved in terms of the time, playing, scrimming, coaching resources, trying to make sure we could reach out to other companies to bring in coaching. For example, I know nothing about League of Legends. We reached out to a few people to try and get league coaches. Same with Valorant. Overwatch, fortunately, and Rocket League, fortunately, we both have people who are good at that. But otherwise, it's been a lot of messaging around, running your own teams, a lot of running other teams, quite surprisingly. It's been fun, but lots of fun.
Yeah, and it's all sort of come down to this weekend. And I imagine the wave of relief that's going to come as soon as this weekend's over.
Yeah, tomorrow maybe.
Maybe. So it's just really nice to get your perspective on things. But what impact do you think both the Champs and Esports has had on the students?
So esports as a whole has brought a whole level of... People think of esports purely as this, you play a game and that's it. It's brought this whole level of ingenuity to their business knowledge, their streaming, broadcasting, and coaching talent. Everything about it has brought this whole element of just giving them this chance to experience a different side of life to their standard academic career, where they can actually focus on something that seems a bit more fun or vocational, but also something they can actually put effort into. And it might not be the traditional thing, like your traditional sports, people might not enjoy those, so they want to compete. They might be the most competitive person on the planet, but they don't like going and playing football or going and playing rugby or badminton, swimming. Esports is a very good place to meet people, play in a team and compete. And it's brought that whole element of community to all of our players and all of our students, I would say.
Yeah, definitely. And it's just the way that esports has brought together people from, regardless if they're taking the BTEC or any other course at the college, anyone has come together, and the Samurai have formed a little family.
So it seems. It's been quite nice. Everyone's been lovely.
And I mean, your numbers are growing
rapidly.
Yeah.
I don't know how much I'm allowed to say on that front. I know we're going from 80 students this year to near 200 next year for like esports and media kind of combined, which is terrifying, but should be hopefully exciting, and hopefully we get a good bunch of players for the teams. But who knows? We're happy with just having players.
Yes, so I say on that note, what are you most excited for coming up in the next academic year, if you can even think about that at this point?
Partnerships. So recently, James helped close out a deal with Fnatic, which is very exciting. We're working on some other things which are a bit more hidden away, which are also incredibly exciting. But I'm truly looking forward to seeing what level of talent we get next year, because this year we've had an Overwatch team where we were blessed to have them 4 of them last year. One person came from a different college into our college who was already known by our players, who was already incredibly talented. So this year we've had the swan song year of our Overwatch team has had 2 years to play together, and they've been incredible. I've had the luxury of coaching for those 2 years to some extent. And but next year we're going to have new players. We don't know any of them. We don't have... A lot of the other colleges seem to be knowing who's coming in, knowing what ranks they're getting. We're just getting this just fresh slate. We have to run trials, and it's going to be absolute hell on earth for about a week, 2 weeks, maybe 2 months. But we'll find out what goes on from there. I think that's the exciting part.
Yes, and definitely. Hopefully you can get teams in every game again to LAN.
With any luck. Fingers crossed.
I mean, let's say from last year, it was an unfortunate knockout in the playoffs, but now you've managed to pull all the way through.
Beating the team which knocked us out as well,
yes.
Kind of. They're remaining players anyway.
Thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please make sure to catch up on the rest of the Student Champs coverage to find out more about all the teams and get all of the highlights from the matches.